A ballot initiative could open Oklahoma's primary elections to all voters. FEMA begins damage assessments in southeast Oklahoma City following tornadoes. And an audit reveals millions in overpayments to the operator of the Paycom Center. That and more coming up on the KGOU AM News Brief for Wednesday, November 20th. I'm Nick Daniels. Oklahomans may get the chance to open up the state's primary elections. State Capitol reporter Lionel Ramos reports a newly filed ballot initiative aims to let voters decide to get it done.
State Question 835 aims to let all voters cast a ballot in the primary election for the candidates they want, regardless of their party. Margaret Kobos leads Oklahoma United, a nonpartisan nonprofit pushing for open primaries. She gave an example of how primary elections would change. Folks would walk into their voting location, see the poll workers at their tables, and hand them ID cards, just like normal.
But here's where it gets different. We no longer have to tell anyone how we are registered. There is one table, one voter list, one ballot. All candidates are listed with their party affiliations. We vote for the person we think is best for the job.
Organizers will need more than 172,000 signatures, affirming voters want to see the question on the 2026 general election ballot. Then follow legal reviews and public protest periods. I'm Lionel Ramos.
The Oklahoma House Republican Caucus elected Anthony Moore Tuesday to serve as Speaker pro tempore elect. Moore represents Clinton and was elected to the House in 2020. The Speaker pro tem is the chamber's second highest officer and assists leadership in all facets of administering the business of the House. Lawmakers for the 60th legislature will be sworn into office this Wednesday morning at 10 o'clock. The entire body of the House will formally vote for its next Speaker and Speaker pro tempore on January 7th. Well, it's been more than 2 weeks since southeast Oklahoma City was hit by violent tornadoes. KGOU's Spencer Plato has an update on FEMA's work to assess damage.
Emergency management leaders met with FEMA on Tuesday to begin damage assessment from the tornadoes earlier this month. The assessments will determine if federal relief is necessary. KOCO reports FEMA is assessing the neighborhood near Sooner Road and Southeast 89th Street that was hit by an EF3 tornado. 39 structures were reported destroyed. 43 had major damage and 54 sustained minor damage from the early November storms. FEMA asked those who experienced damage to report it to help with their assessment. I'm Spencer Plato.
Oklahoma's last turnpike toll booths are shutting down. The I-44 Will Rogers Turnpike corridor between Tulsa and the Missouri state line will convert to cashless tolling this morning at 7. This marks the completion of the state's switch to cashless tolling across all 12 turnpike corridors. Drivers without a pike pass will receive bills by mail through the plate pay system. Turnpike officials say the switch to cashless tolling improves safety and maintains traffic flow by eliminating the need to stop at toll booths. The Oklahoma City Auditor released a report showing overpayments from the city to the operator of the Paycom Center. KGOU's Hannah France reports the overpayments amount to millions of dollars.
The audit reports ASM Global, the operator of the Paycom Center, received more than $11 million in excess payment from the city since fiscal year 2018. Additionally, the audit identified over $240,000 in overbilled game expenses from ASM to the Oklahoma City Thunder and recommended repayment to the team. The audit also identified more than $500,000 in unbilled or underbilled revenues and recommended those be collected. Other recommendations include developing protocols to ensure all facility-related revenues are accurately billed, obtaining and reviewing a full accounting of the use of excess funds from ASM annually, and reviewing ASM's operating budgets for accuracy, completeness, and reasonableness. I'm Hannah France.
Read more news at our website, kgou.org. We also invite you to follow the KGOU PM News Brief podcast.
No matter what happens in Washington, the NPR Politics Podcast is here for you. For the latest news, insights, and analysis from the election and beyond, listen to the NPR Politics Podcast.